Hey guys, JV here bringing you 5 things I'd love to see in Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, and I've played through the original trilogy probably more times than I can count on one hand, or two. Like many of us, I'm really looking forward to Andromeda. Here are a few things I need to see in the next chapter of Mass Effect. I really enjoy playing with the holy trinity of Mass Effect abilities. Assault, Biotic, and Tech have always been the 3 areas of focus, and each class had a different combination of each. Full Assault, you're a soldier. Full Biotic, you're an adept. Full Tech, you're an engineer. If you wanted a cool mix of 2, you had the Vanguard, Sentinel, and Infiltrator as well. These class concepts made sense and worked beautifully. But they've been around since the very first game. Maybe that's a testament to just how well they've worked. Regardless, it's definitely time for new classes in Andromeda. Ryder can't just be Shepard 2.0. Whether it's a new set of classes or an entirely new class system, I want to see something new in Andromeda. A great starting point would be Mass Effect 3's multiplayer, which featured a ton of creative different class combinations. I'm not saying BioWare needs to scrap biotics or do anything crazy like that. Just give us some fresh new tools to play around with and I'll be happy. We know Andromeda takes place long after the Shepard saga. Saren, Reapers, Elusive Man, all of that is in the history books at this point. At least I hope so. Andromeda is also super far away from the Milky Way, like really far away. I understand all of these obstacles, but I would love to see some familiar faces. Garrus's badass grandson, who is also a beast with a sniper, and my wingman who always has my back? Check. Liara, because she's an Asari and they live for hundreds of years? Check. Captain Anderson, because he's the best damn captain in the galaxy? Check. Heck, why not throw Shepard in there too? He's already died a few times, so why can't he live for a few hundred more years? We do know that our hero is called the Pathfinder, and our goal is to find a new home for humanity in the Andromeda galaxy. BioWare recently confirmed that Ryder brings a few familiar races along in his journey. I guess that explains why we have an Asari running and jumping around in the 4K Tech gameplay. While Andromeda is a whole new galaxy and a different Mass Effect game, I would love for BioWare to bring back some familiar faces. The Reapers are all too familiar if you played the original trilogy. Sentient, killer shrimp monsters, more advanced than humanity could even possibly imagine. Every 50,000 years, they swoop down and wipe out all advanced sentient life without skipping a beat. Until they met Shepard, of course. The first time I discovered the Reapers and the Protheans was one of my favorite moments in gaming history. The weight of their presence was felt throughout Shepard's journey, and it all culminated with the final decision in Mass Effect 3. As great as that was, I want Andromeda to present a new enemy, a new threat that isn't the Reapers, but somehow just as terrifying. It could be the Leviathans, or it could be something entirely new. Whatever the new threat is, it will be difficult for BioWare to pull off the sense of urgency and imminent doom that they did in the original Mass Effect. Just please, for the love of Shepard, don't make them shrimp-shaped.
Shepard.
Andromeda is a game that's being called the spiritual successor to the original Mass Effect. The emphasis is on exploration. Ryder is the Lewis and Clark, the Ferdinand Magellan, the Christopher Columbus of humanity. But what they didn't have is a jetpack, which is already a breath of fresh air considering how linear their original trilogy really is. I want Andromeda to have as much freedom of exploration as possible. Looking back at the original Mass Effect, there were plenty of planets to explore. The problem was, nothing was going on those planets. That sounds a lot like a recent game that just came out. Most of the time, you would find abandoned buildings and the occasional firefight in the one structure on the entire planet. Making these random planets feel interesting and worth visiting felt more like an afterthought than a goal for BioWare. Fortunately, this time around, they've mentioned several times that they want to achieve some of the things they weren't able to do in the first game. Technology and experience has afforded them an opportunity to make exploration much better. I just hope they really nail it this time around. Also, I can tell you right now that there's probably going to be some sort of resource gathering in this game. Rebuilding a place for humanity ain't gonna be cheap, y'all. Please, don't let it be as dull and awful as the planet scanning in Mass Effect 2, please. Mass Effect veterans are no stranger to difficult decisions. It's something the franchise has done oh so very well since the very beginning. Shepard has always been at the center of the conflict. Making hard choices is his bread and butter. Choosing Ashley or Kaidan on Vermeer, choosing how to handle the genophage cure, choosing to ally with the Geth or the Quarians. There are literally too many tough decisions to count. These painfully impactful decisions had ripple effects that could be felt in almost every single game. While we don't know if Andromeda will be a trilogy yet, I sincerely hope BioWare gives us hard decisions to make. Finding a new home for humanity can't be all sunshine and rainbows. We are most definitely going to step on some toes somewhere along the way. On the same note, Paragon and Renegade need to return in some form or fashion. With games like Fallout 4 completely abandoning their karma system, Andromeda needs to let us be good or evil. The beauty of Shepard is that he could be whatever kind of hero the player wanted him to be. A brutal leader willing to sacrifice everything and everyone to meet his goals. A natural-born diplomat willing to compromise for the benefit of everyone, or somewhere in between. For Andromeda to come even close to being as much of a powerful and emotional journey, writer needs to be able to make these decisions. Player choice is just one of the things I love most about Mass Effect. What do you want to see in Mass Effect Andromeda? Is there some kind of change or new feature that you really want to be in this new game? Share what you guys are thinking in the comment section below. If you learned something new or enjoy this video, remember to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more video game news, countdowns, and commentary every single day on my channel. Talk to you next time.